Have you ever felt like you were auditioning for a role in a movie he wasn't even sure he wanted to produce? You pour your heart out. You stay up late, waiting for that one text. You rearrange your entire universe just to fit into the tiny gaps of his schedule. But here is the cold, hard truth most women are too afraid to hear. Men don't commit to women who make them their entire world. They commit to the woman who is a world unto herself. Today, we're stripping away the games, the manipulation, and we're talking about 4 fundamental behaviors that turn casual interest into soul-deep commitment. If you've been feeling like an option, it's time to remind him and yourself that you are the only choice. Behavior number 1. The art of emotional independence. Picture this. It's Friday night. He calls you last minute, expecting you to be sitting on your couch, waiting for his name to light up your screen. In the past, you would have dropped everything, cancelled your skincare routine, cancelled dinner with friends, just to see him for 1 hour. But an empowered woman, a pure her woman knows this. Her time is her most valuable currency. When your life is vibrant, full, and exciting without him, you create a psychological pull. In real life, this sounds like, I'd love to see you, but I'm actually in the middle of something. Let's do Tuesday instead. This isn't a game. It's a boundary. The moment he realizes your happiness does not depend on his presence, he stops seeing you as someone he has, and starts seeing you as someone he has to earn. Men are wired to value what requires effort. If you're always available, you're on sale. And high-value men don't shop in the bargain bin of emotional desperation. They choose the woman who is the prize. The woman whose life is so full that his presence in it feels like a privilege, not a necessity. Once you've established your independence, the second behavior shifts inward, into the landscape of his mind, creating a sanctuary of emotional safety. You've probably heard of the hero instinct. It sounds cliché, but psychology confirms this. A man will never commit to a woman who makes him feel incompetent. In a world that constantly judges him, criticizes his career, and demands he be more, he's searching for one place where he can finally take off his armor. Picture a regular Tuesday evening. He comes home stressed. Maybe he made a mistake at work. A woman who doesn't understand this moment jumps in with unsolicited advice. Or worse, criticizes him for being distant or moody. But the woman who secures commitment does something different. She provides the soft landing. This doesn't mean being a doormat. It means when he speaks, you listen, not to fix him, but to understand him. You show him that you trust his capability. When you say, I know things are tough right now, but I've seen how you handle pressure. You've got this. You're doing what 99% of women don't. You're becoming his piece. A man will date a woman who challenges him, but he commits to the woman who supports his spirit. When he feels seen and respected, not managed and corrected, you become the one person who truly gets him. And slowly, he realizes something powerful. Life without your support isn't just lonely. It's harder. You're not just a girlfriend anymore. You're his teammate. And in his mind, you don't replace a teammate who helps you win. The third behavior is perhaps the most difficult, yet the most effective. The courage to maintain high-value boundaries. There's a common myth that being easygoing and never causing a fuss is the way to a man's heart. That is a lie. Men don't fall in love with nice girls who have no backbone. They fall in love with women who have standards. Commitment is a contract, and no one signs a contract with someone who doesn't respect their own terms. Let's look at a real-life situation. He does something that bothers you. Maybe he's inconsistent with his communication. A woman acting from fear stays silent. She worries about scaring him off. But the woman, who commands a serious relationship, speaks her truth. Calmly, clearly, without drama. She says, I value consistency because it makes me feel connected to you. If that's not something you can provide right now, I understand. But it's what I need to stay in this. Do you hear the difference? You're not yelling. You're not crying. You're stating a fact about your standards. This does two powerful things. First, it filters out boys looking for low-effort attention. Second, it signals to a high-quality man that you have a high self-price. When you're willing to walk away from what doesn't serve you, he realizes he can't take you for granted. The fear of losing a woman who knows her worth is the strongest catalyst for a man to step up and commit. You must be willing to lose the relationship to protect your self-respect. And ironically, that's exactly what makes him want to keep you forever. Finally, the fourth behavior that truly seals the deal. The radiance of authentic feminine energy combined with vision. In the modern world, we're obsessed with doing, achieving, and grinding. But a serious relationship isn't built on competing with him. It's built on complementing him. Feminine energy isn't weakness. It's receptivity, intuition, warmth. It's the glow that makes a man want to come home to you after a long day in the war zone of the world. Imagine you're out for a walk. Instead of checking your phone or replaying work stress in your head, you notice the sunset. You laugh at something small. You show genuine curiosity about the world around you. That lightness is magnetic. It shows him that life with you feels beautiful and easy. But here's the secret ingredient. You pair that warmth with vision. You don't pressure him with timelines. You live as if your success and happiness are inevitable. When a man sees a woman who is joyful, radiant, and moving toward a bright future, with or without him, he naturally wants to hitch his wagon to her star. He starts picturing life 5, 10, 20 years from now, and suddenly that picture feels empty without your light in it. These 4 behaviors, independence, emotional safety, high-value boundaries, and radiance, aren't about changing who you are. They're about returning to the most powerful version of yourself. You're not begging for a seat at his table. You're building your own empire and deciding if he's worthy enough to sit beside you. That's how you turn maybe into forever. Now that you know how to shift his perspective, are you ready to stop chasing and start attracting? If you want to go deeper into the psychology of high-value attraction, tell me in the comments which of these 4 behaviors you find hardest to live by, and I'll help you navigate it.